Hello mga ka-auto, good evening everyone. This is Engineer Arky from Home Automated PH and blessed Sunday to us all. So, been a while mula nung huli nating Facebook live session, no? Medyo na busy lang lolo nyo. And babawi tayo ngayon. So, and interesting yung topic natin ngayon. Lagi naman interesting, ano? So, ayan. Share ko yung aking screen. Okay, hope you can see. Okay, so our topic for tonight is about Gates. So dito si Bill Gates mga ka-auto ha. So ayun yung Gates kasi is a very essential part of our property ano. And ayun ang tatakal natin ngayong gabi is about paano ba nag-start yung Gates back from the ancient times up to now. And yung Gates na alam natin ngayon is hindi siya yung Gates nung way back in history, no? And yun yung share natin ngayong gabi, and hopefully you can learn something from it. So let's start. Okay, puntan lang natin yung ating pointer. Ayan, so way back in history, no, ang gates is mainly a status symbol for strength and authority. So these were during the ancient times. So makikita nyo ating images dito is yan, gaya nitong nasa left. Zoom ko lang siya. Yan. So ito yung mga gates ng unang panahon. I think this is an image captured from Egypt. And itong sa right naman is from Rome, no? So ganyan yung mga gates way back before. It's a status symbol of strength and authority. And it's a status symbol for kingdoms and nations back then, and the land, no? So it signifies kung gaano ka-powerful yung nation nyo. So the bigger the gate, and the more the wealthier your nation is, or the more strength it has. And normally yung mga gates dati is isa lang yung entry point, no? And yung exit point. Siguro yung iba, dalawa, no? And yun, those were the ancient times. And during the medieval times naman, ito naman sa part ng Europe, wherein uso yung mga castles, no? Ayan, zoom ko lang itong photo. So gaya nito, ayan yung mga castles noon. And normally meron silang isang bridge lang. So napapanood natin to sa mga movies, and covered siya by a body of water called a moat, no? And strategic rin kasi to protect yung kingdom during that time from attackers, para centralized yung daan ng mga attackers, no? Napapanood natin to sa mga Lord of the Rings. Ba, isa lang yung gate na papasukan para mas protected yung castle or yung kingdom, and isa lang yung dadaanan ng mga attackers. And as part of the defense din, meron ding body of water diyan nakapaligid dun sa castle. Okay? So during that time, ganyan lang yung mga gates. Isa lang, isang entry point lang para centralized lang yung positioning ng mga attackers. And ito naman, image nung kung familiar kayo dun sa Troy, no? Yung Trojan horse, di ba? So merong castle din diyan, and hindi sila makapenetrate dun sa kingdom, no? Kung hindi sila gagawa ng paraan. Kaya gumawa sila ng isang Trojan horse na minask nila as a gift, and para makapasok yung mga sundalo dun sa kingdom. Kasi isa lang yung gate, isa lang yung entry point mo eh. So those were the days. Yan, isa lang yung gate, and mainly for kingdoms lang siya. And isa lang yung function niya, it's to protect the kingdom and the city, and also an entrance and exit point. Then during the Renaissance period naman, so Renaissance is a French word, it means rebirth. So ito yung time na nag-flourish yung culture, art, and economy, particular dun sa Europe din. No? So gates have been symbols of power, protection, and status. No? So yung gates na nung nag-evolve na, ang nakaka-afford lang nung gates during this time is yung mga aristocrats or yung mga tawagin sa dugong bughaw sa atin, no? Yung mga mayayaman lang. So, malaki kasi yung discrimination nun eh. And meron tawag dito, yung form of society that time is feudalism, whereas yung nasa top nung chain is or yung nung pyramid is yung kings, and followed by yung knights or yung mga noblemen, and sa baba naman yung mga peasants. So yung mga peasants wala silang land, no? Ang meron lang land is yung mga knights, yung mga noblemen. So of course kung meron kang land, ikaw lang yung need ng gate, no? Yung mga peasants kasi usually nagwo-work lang for these knights and the noblemen and for the kings. So, yung mga may kaya lang during that time, sila lang yung merong gates. And in addition, yung materials din during that time, very limited. So, materials kasi bukod sa kukunti lang siya, napakamahal kasi nga, kunti lang. No? And yan, so yun yung during the time naman nung Renaissance. So it's a symbol of power, protection, and status. So ibig sabihin kung may gate ka during that time, mayaman ka, may kaya ka. Okay? And next part of the timeline is yung Industrial Revolution naman. So Industrial Revolution, ito is during the time of 18th and 19th centuries. It was a turning point for gate design as it introduced new materials and mass production techniques that made gates more accessible and diverse. So during this time, since nauso na yung manufacturing, and ang tao is naka-find na rin ng way how to produce more materials in a more efficient manner and low cost. So nauso na yung mga fab houses, manufacturing factories. So bumaba yung cost ng materials ngayon, and naging kumbaga widely accessible na yung especially yung metal or iron, ano. And ayun, nagkaroon na ng evolution from that, and yung mga yung feudalism na form of society medyo nag-evolve na rin from that time. So nagkaroon na ng parang equality. So yung mga commoners, meron na silang chance to avail land of their own private property, and of course something to protect yung iyong property is to have a fence and a gate. Yan. So yan na yung sa Industrial Revolution. And yan, makikita nyo dito sa images, sample ng mga gates during that time. So very common yung ganitong design, merong patusok sa taas. Yan. And merong mga vertical bars dyan. Okay. Basta something lang to protect yung property mo na hindi siya pwedeng pasukin ng sino man ng basta-basta. Okay, and next part of the timeline, ito na yung 20th century. So 20th century starting from 1901 to year 2000. Okay. Sabi dito, as the mid-20th century approach, modernism began to take center stage. Design philosophy embraced simplicity, functionalism, and minimalist aesthetics. No? So mid-20th century, so around mga 1950s to. So just after the war, no, ang World War II is 1939 to 1945. So slightly after that, medyo nag-stabilize na ulit yung mundo. So yung gates din during that time, it continues to evolve from basic material of iron and metal. So nagkaroon na rin ng mga combination ng materials for the gate, no. Gaya nitong sa right side natin. Yan. So papansin nyo is merong iron dyan, and may artistic design on the center. Merong mesh dito sa baba. Ayan. And yan, merong mga wood planks. Okay. So yan, combination of materials na siya. Hindi na siya monotonous na lang, na iron or metal. Ganun din dito. Ayan, very artistic. So yeah, nagkakaroon na ng modernism and yun nga, aesthetic na rin siya. So that was during the 20th century. And after that, yan, so dito na tayo sa may 21st century. So it is starting from January 1, 2001 up to present. No? So yung gates naging more customizable than ever and the design possibilities are virtually limitless. So technically correct ito no? Kasi kung papansinin niyo yung mga gates ngayon wala nang limit. Ang dami ng design ng gate na kakaiba. No? Merong bilog, iba-iba yung shape eh. Merong bilog, maraming curves, merong kwadrado, gaya nito sa baba, no? Merong diagonal. So, wala nang limit yun. It's up na lang dun sa owner kung afford niya yung cost. And, of course, yung materials din na kung available siya. And, third is yung environment, no? Kung kaya niya withstand. So, yun yung mga driving factors dun sa gate. But in terms of design, it's already limitless. So, depende lang sa budget yan. Okay? So, ayan. And it's more customizable than ever. So, any combination pwede na as long as available. No? So, ayan. Yan na yung mga modern types of gates. Okay? Ayan. And also, the 21st century, it's already merging with technology. No? And it's mainly for convenience and control. Convenience, bakit? Dahil kung naka-witness na kayo ng mga automated gates or mga smart gates ngayon, whereas in a control of with the push of a button, pwede nyo na siyang ma-open and ma-close, which is yun yung main function ng gate. So first of all, convenience dahil di mo na kailangan bumaba ng sasakyan. No? Lalo na kung malakas yung ulan, di mo na kailangan bumaba ng sasakyan para buksan or isara yung gate mo. Or, abalahin pa si Yaya. No? Yaya, pabukas nga yung gate. Yaya, pa-open nga. Dito na mi. So, hindi na kailangan ganon dahil meron ka ng capability to control yung iyong gate just with a push of a button. Okay, so yun yung convenience niya and also control. So, kahit nasa loob ka ng bahay, kahit nasa labas, yung accessibility is andun na, no? And so meron yung mga added feature ng mga gates ngayon, yung mga smart gates natin na pwede mo siyang makontrol through your mobile phone. And yung alam naman natin na yung natin, yung smartphone natin sa ngayon is a very powerful tool. It can do almost anything basta meron kang internet, no? So yun yung advantage ng pag-embrace natin yung technology sa ngayon. So starting 2007 nung na-release yung iPhone, no? And ang dami ng nag-evolve yung technology since then, yung functions natin and yung internet is naging closely part na nung buhay natin ngayon. Parang ang hirap na mabuhay nang walang internet sa panahon ngayon. And yun yung isang advantage natin in terms of sa technology, how close we are to technology. Kasi we have the capability to control our own gate. No? So, ayan, and napaka-convenient nga niya. Kasi anytime pwede mo siyang ma-access. Okay? Which is, yun yung gusto natin. Less hassle. Okay, so, and yan na yung sa panahon natin ngayon. Ayan, no? Wireless technology. No? It's available. And halos lahat naman na ngayon, merong internet, no? Kung living tayo within our era right now, kahit nga yung mga bata is parang hirap na sila pag walang data, walang internet. So, ayan. Mainly for convenience and control. And ito yung sample images ng mga automated gate or smart gate, no? So, ayan. Just with the push of a button, remote control, pwede mong i-open and i-close yung iyong gate with this. Imagine way back, no? Kung merong gate, lalo na kung napakalaki nito, so kailangan mong buksan yung barrel bolt mo or lalo na kung napakabigat, so it needs force. So, yun yung i-take advantage natin yung technology ngayon kasi nandiyan na eh. Kaya mo nang siya yung magbuhat dun sa weight ng gate mo, hindi na ikaw. No? And ayun yung time and effort. Pagbaba mo sa sasakyan, lalo kung umuulan, papayong ka pa. So, yun, napaka-hassle na. Whereas kung meron ka nito, isang pindot lang, open, pagpasok sa bahay, pindot ulit, close. Convenient. Okay. And ngayon, so yun na yung mga gate ngayon. Napakadali ng gamitin, no, as compared dati. And ayun, ang isa pang change or evolution from then dun sa mga gate is ang gate ngayon is considered ng face of your home. So, ito is gusto ko siyang i-emphasize na lalo na kapag ongoing construction yung inyong property, it's good na i-highly consider yung design ng gate dahil malaki yung magiging effect niya dun sa mukha ng inyong property or inyong bahay later on, no. Yan. So, lagaan yung face ng bahay, no. So, yan. Mukha ko nga hindi ko na nalagaan. Ano yan. Pero yung face ng bahay, yan, lagaan natin kasi long term yan. Papasa mo pa siya sa next generation. And yun yung unang bungad na pagdating sa bahay is yung tsura ng bahay mo, yung mukha niya. Lalo na kung meron ka mga bisita. So, yun yung nakikita. So, highly consider yung design nung gate. So, work closely dun sa inyong mga architects, no, to match yung theme, yung kulay, and yung design din. Okay? So, ayun. And, ayan, no. So, ito, mga examples ng mga properties. Gaya nito. Ayan natin itong isa. Ayan. So, example nitong property na to, kung papansin nyo yung tema niya is white, black, and gray. Ayan. So, babagay siya. No? Ang gray, madikit yan sa black and white. Ang gandang kombinasyon kung yung tatlong yan. And, ayun, parang itong mukha ng bahay na to, kung sa akin, parang ninja yung dating. Meron siyang face mask. Diba? Yung cool niyang tignan. Diba? And ito namang second property. Yan, kung papansin nyo dito, meron siyang wood planks dito. Matching itong kanyang wall. Outer exterior wall dito na. And sometimes, pwede rin siyang i-match dito sa ceiling para bumagay. And laging dikit para uniform, no, yung design ng main gate dito sa pedestrian gate or service gate. Yan. Para bagay yung kanyang itsura. So, ang theme nito is parang wood and meron siyang white and black. Ayun. Ito naman sa isang property. Yan, very bright colors naman yung ginamit, no. So, ito naman is gray and white and also black. Yan. Ganda ng kombinasyon. So, yung planks niya dito is white. Nakaterno siya dito sa steel fence. Yan. And yun mga kauto, no, very common yan na matching yung sa inyong steel fence, yung inyong gate. So, para bumagay dun sa overall theme ng inyong property. Okay? Yan yung examples nung yung gate as an aesthetic part of the property. Yes, siya face of your home, mukha ng inyong bahay. Yan. Okay? And also pagdating sa gate, so depende rin yan dun sa mga external factors gaya ng in terrain. Usually, no, meron mo kasi mga property na nasa slope. So, kaya kailangang yung type rin ng gate, i-consider rin yun during gate design phase and also yung environmental factors gaya ng kung mahangin ba yung lugar. So, mas preferred na merong tagusan, no, yung dadaanan ng hangin gaya nito. Hindi siya enclosed. Okay, so yun. Sample ng mga items or things to consider pag magagawa ng gate. Also, pag gusto natin ng automatic gate or smart gate, it's highly advisable na i-consider siya during construction phase hanggat kaya. Ang main reason doon is para maitago yung wires and pangalawa para ma-reduce yung cost. So imagine if after completion na doon kayo nagpa-automatic ng gate and Pagdating kasi sa automatic gate or smart gate, meron tayong mga wires na. So need natin mag-chipping minsan kapag lalo na kung malayo yung ating outlet. So kung meron ka ng tiles na nandun, kailangan tanggalin yon or bakbakin para lang ma-embed yung mga wires, no? And unless walang ibang choice, may naka-expose tayong wire or plastic molding, no? Which is naka-expose. So the best time is during under construction yung inyong property. Doon na kayo magpalagay ng inyong automatic gate provision. Kaya provision lang yung ano lang, yung system lang muna, and then to follow yung gate para at least malinis yung final result ng inyong property, no. And ayun, less din sa cost. Kasi nga wala kang sinirang materials, no. Yun. Kasi pag and ayun, yun lang naman. So I'm gonna i-consider yung mga factors na to early on. And yan, dito naman sa Philippine setting, so ito yung mga common na mga gates na nakikita natin, no. Tingnan ko lang to sa Google Street View. Shout out Street View. So ayan, mga typical na design ng gate dito sa Philippines. So yan, try nating i-review. Gaya nito, siguro yung owner is malamang yung theme is white, pure white, no? Kasi white yung fence, white lahat, pader, white. Very monotonous na lang, no? And ayan, ang typical dito sa Philippines, yung ganitong gate, merong buhok dito na maliit. Ayan. So, somehow, siguro iniisip ng owner to protect yung property para pag may pumasok, matusok siya dyan. And meron siya maliit na pedestrian gate dyan. And it is a double swing type na gate. May chipping pa nga dito, nilagyan ng gulong. Dahil ito yung mag-fit dun sa kanyang property, no? Dahil meron siyang parang ramp dito na maliit. Okay, so ganito yung gawa niyang design, and gusto niya siguro i-extend or i-maximize yung space dito. Naglagay siya ng ganyan. Yan, and dito naman sa second, so ito naman example naman nung kung well, it is siguro assumption ko lang, no, based dun sa ating nakikita. So siguro yung owner dito is hindi masyadong focus dun sa theme nung property, no? More of kung ano yung materials na meron ako dyan, as long na protected yung aking property, okay na. So yan. So meron pa rin siyang tusok-tusok dito yung gate niya. Pero yung color dito is maroon. Pero pagdating dito brown. Tapos meron siyang white. And meron siyang mga mesh wires dyan. It's more of something to protect. Siguro less dun sa aesthetic side. And ito naman, ayan, yung mga traditional type of gates, no? Merong mga steel pipe yan. And merong mesh dito. May konting tusok dyan. Tingin ko dito, basta meron lang akong gate, something to prevent someone from entering my property. No? Hindi masyado dun sa design, sa aesthetics yan. Okay? Mga example ng mga common gate types dito sa Philippines. And ito na yung aking last slide. So it is a photo of one of our clients. So feature ko siya dito sa ating FB Live kasi kaganda kanya property. And talagang pinag-isipan, pinagplanuhan. So shout out sa'yo. Si Lynn, pakabait nating client. So ito yung kanyang property. And ito example ng modern home sa panahon ngayon. Whereas hindi mo na kailangan yung tusok-tusok dun sa taas ng iyong gate na. Kasi merong other options na to still main yung aesthetic feel ng inyong aesthetic look ng inyong property. Meron na mga tinatawag ngayon ng mga electric fence or smart fence yan. And ma-maintain pa rin yung original na itsura ng inyong mga gate. Gaya nito, flat yung top niya. Wala kayong makitang tusok, no? Pero protected pa rin yung property. So yun rin naman yung aim malamang nung owners ng mga to. Kaya nga merong mga tusok-tusok dyan to prevent someone from entering. Kung nakita mo yung tusok is deterrent, no? Ayoko matusok, ayoko masugat. And same naman yung function din nitong mga modern homes. Gaya nitong property ng ating client. Kasi something to protect while maintaining yung aesthetic look niya. So, yan. And yung fence is napakaliit na wire lang yan and maintained yung straightness niya all throughout yung property. Yan. Para di masira yung beauty ng property. And yung theme, yan, mini-maintain white, black, and gray. Okay. Yan. So yun mga ka-auto, ang ating last slide. Okay. Okay. So thank you for joining our FB Live session this evening mga ka-auto. Hopefully meron kayong natutunang bago about gates, no? And this is a start. And siguro sa succeeding nating FB Live session, nag-share din ako about dun sa different types of gates. And yan, at least may idea lang tayo paano nag-evolve throughout history yung gates, ano. So imagine from ancient times, no, ganun lang pala siya, status, symbol ng isang kingdom, isang nation, isang land. Whereas ngayon, hindi na, more of mukha na ng bahay, diba? From protection, solely protection, and mukha na ng bahay. So from the ancient times to the medieval times to the industrial times, and right now, 21st century, it's merging with technology. So di natin alam kung ano pa yung next phase nun sa mga gates, pero as we see it, throughout history, nag-evolve siya continuously. And sa atin naman, it's up to us kung paano natin siya i-adapt. And ang kagandahan sa panahon natin ngayon, yan, kakibat na natin yung technology. So it's just about kung incorporate mo siya dun sa iyong daily lives, iyong property din to have a full grasp dun sa capability na meron siya, no? Itong mga automatic gates, mga smart gates, yan. And also while maintaining yung aesthetic look and yung security, number one, security and yung protection ng yung property din. Yan. So yan, it's more of about planning din. Also another key takeaway, yun nga, it's better kung ongoing construction yung property, dun yun i-consider yung gate design, saka kung gusto nyo ba magpa-automatic gate or smart gate or traditional gate lang yan. So yung lalo na sa wiring, so kino-consider na yun. Dati hindi kasi pag gate, back-end talaga ng construction yan. After magawa yung bahay, nahuhuli yan. Pero sa panahon kasi ngayon, kasi nga, automatic gate, kailangan mo na electrical. So kailangan mong i-maintain rin yung cleanliness ng atsura ng property mo, indoor, ano. So gusto mo as much as possible, malinis, walang wires na naka-expose yan. Pero it's up to you naman. Kung wala namang choice, yun nga, naka-expose yung wire or meron lalagay ng mga moldings. So, yan. Anyway, that's it. Mga ka-auto, thanks for tuning in. And that ends our FB Live session for today. Hope you have learned something new. So, continue to join us on our succeeding FB Live sessions here at Home Automated PH, and hopefully makapag-share pa kami ng more information for us to continuously learn about technology and about smart home solutions and security na rin. So that's it. Again, this is Engineer RK from Home Automated PH. Good evening everyone and goodbye for now.